Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fran, I'm from Venezuela, and today we are going to be reacting to a video called British Animals You Won't Find in America. Probably we're going to be watching a lot of weird animals, or at least weird to a lot of people. I'm trying to think of like the national, what is the national animal in the UK? I'm trying to think of like animals that I think are only from there, as in like a kangaroo in Australia, lions in South Africa, but I can't really, or like even eagles in the US, but I can't, I'm coming up short. I can't think of something that I think it's only in the UK. So I'm super interesting to learn what kind of animals are native to the UK. So let's check it out, and don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and start.
Hi, I'm Siobhan Thompson, and this is Anglophenia. Now, I don't want to sound controversial or anything, but I love cute animals. I love them. But there's a bunch of British wildlife that doesn't exist in the US.
Yeah, I'm so curious.
They never figured out how to get across that pesky little ocean. So, here are 7 native British species that you don't
like
have
maybe
in America.
birds?
But shh.
Like a unicorn. I know that unicorn thing is like...
You know these little guys.
They think it's
so
from
cute.
Scotland.
They're about the size of a softball, and if you're very lucky, you'll see them snuffling about at night looking for insects. Their spines aren't poisonous or barbed, so you can pick them up if you're very careful. But
don't they? I think they're all over the world.
They're wild animals, so don't do that. Also, if you paint them blue and roll them down a hill, they'll collect gold coins for you very
it's a
fast.
joke.
True story. Robins.
1 minute, I thought it was for
real. I know
real.
you think that you have robins, but you don't.
It's a bird.
What you have just looks like a robin, but American robins were named after these little pals because they have the same colouring. Robins are a common garden bird that love to sing. They're around all year, but are particularly associated with Christmas, probably because their colours pop against a snowy background. Basically, every other Christmas card that you get looks something like this.
Oh my god, it's true!
Pine martens. Pine martens are rare, tree-dwelling mammals that are mainly found in the forests of Scotland. They look like something like a cross between a cat and a squirrel, and are in the same family as weasels and badgers.
He looks like a badger,
bushy tails, and you should see them eat a pine cone. Oh, it's adorable. They're incredibly reclusive creatures, and you can normally only tell if they live in a particular habitat by finding their scat.
He looks like looks like a bear, like a mini bear.
That do this as a hobby because, what can I say? We're a nature-loving country. Slowworms. Slowworms look like tiny little snakes, but they're actually a type of lizard. They have vestigial arm and leg bones inside their bodies, and if they're attacked, their tails fall off. They're beloved by gardeners.
Yes, there's a lot of our reptiles that do that.
Also by me, because I think they're cool. They mostly hide under rocks, and my sister and I used to spend hours looking for them when we were kids, which I guess is just how you find entertainment if you grew up in the 17th century, as I did.
Yeah.
Roe deer.
But I'm guessing they're not dangerous.
Are pretty small as deer go. They're about 2 feet high to the shoulder and weigh about the same as a biggish dog. They live in the woods and are pretty common in rural areas. You'll often see them startled by headlights on the road at night. In the original Bambi book, Bambi and his family were all roe deer, but Disney changed them to white-tailed deer because Americans were more familiar with them.
Oh my god, no way.
So different. Blue tits.
Oh, but these
little blue and yellow birds are also common garden visitors. They're legendary nuisances to British milkmen, pecking through the tops of milk bottles to steal drinks. There's a wide variety in the family of tits. There's long-tailed tits, crested tits, great tits.
They have a mohawk. Oh my god.
Why are you giggling? Red squirrels.
Okay,
Red squirrels have decreased dramatically over the past 100 years, mostly because of the introduction of the bigger, more aggressive American grey squirrel. Honestly, that's cultural colonialism for you. The most famous fictional red squirrel is, of course, Squirrel Nutkin by Beatrix Potter, a wonderful Victorian children's story whose moral is don't be annoying to adults or you'll get eaten alive. Seems fair.
Yeah, like Hansel and Gretel.
So there you have it. Do you have a favourite British animal? Let us know in the comments.
The deer,
and don't forget to
I'm
subscribe
loving the
for
deer
more
and the
videos.
squirrel.
And if you have any questions about any other British topic, you can tweet us at Anglophenia and maybe we'll cover it in another video. And now I must bid you all a fond
I love her
farewell.
little hat.
I'm moving on,
British.
but Anglophenia will continue, so don't worry, there'll be plenty of silly accents and inappropriate British slang to come. Thank you for watching and thank you for supporting Anglophenia. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I love this. I wasn't expecting. Well, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like I don't know, like maybe like a little bit, well, there were a little birds, but I was surprised by the deer. I did not, I didn't imagine, no, for some reason, I did not think that they were like worms, like they're native, like the UK has like native worms. I don't know, that's weird. And I was more shocked by the fact that it's an actual snake. I know that she gave an explanation why it's an actual, like, it's a worm, but it definitely looks like it looks like a snake. And it's even funnier that she was like, no, we used to like grab them when we were kids. It's like, oh my god, aren't you like worried? Weren't you worried that you're gonna find an actual snake and the snake is gonna like bite you or something? Because you're gonna get them confused. You're gonna confuse this harmless worm with an actual like dangerous snake. But maybe it's that the UK doesn't really have that many like dangerous snakes, so it's fine. The deer, I loved the deer. I think that was my favorite. Like how they jump like so weirdly. They have their little like legs, their little like, I don't know, it's so cute, they're adorable. And she was like, well, I was surprised by the fact that Bambi is it's a UK deer, but Disney like changed the thing. But it's true, it's very no, when I was trying to think, like, when I think of a deer, do I think of like a deer with white spots, or do I think of just like the actual animal? And I think about like the actual animal, and I'm guessing it has like a brown or reddish brown coat. When I think of a deer, that's what I think about. I don't think like, oh yeah, a deer, it obviously could have like white little spots. But it's really funny. So I think I'm imagining when I'm thinking about a deer, I'm thinking of a UK deer. And yeah, the little bird, she makes like all the sense in the world that it pops when it's snowing. So obviously, like the robin with the robin's colors are gonna be like they're gonna look like very beautiful with a white background. So obviously, like all Christmas cards have it. But this is really funny. What I was saying like at first is that I knew that this Scotland, I think the unicorn is sort of like the national animal in Scotland, or I don't know if like these days like it still is a unicorn, because obviously it's a fictional creature, it doesn't exist. But I think the legends go or something like that it was like created, I think maybe it was like created in Scotland, so that's why they sort of like claim they claim unicorns or something like that. But yeah, I love this, and I was actually like it was too short. I want to know more about animals that you can only find in the UK. But hopefully like you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you next time. Bye.